Literature has spent centuries teaching women how to be good. Be kind. Be patient. Don't ask for too much. Don't make people uncomfortable. And then, strangely enough, the women who break every one of those rules are the ones we remember. In Pride and Prejudice, Jane Bennet is the kind of woman society claims it wants. Patient, warm, deliberately charitable, incapable of thinking ill of anyone, not because she's naive, but because she's chosen not to be. But Elizabeth is the woman the story actually follows. Sharp, prejudiced, quick to argue, the one who refuses, confronts, and gets it wrong before she gets it right. In Gone with the Wind, and I want to acknowledge up front that this novel has a deeply problematic treatment of race and the antebellum South, which matters and which I'm not setting aside, the same structure appears. Melanie Hamilton is gentle, forgiving, the moral center of the novel. Scarlett O'Hara is selfish, manipulative, and relentlessly focused on survival. The uncomfortable part is that literature often gives these women what society refuses to give them: complexity. Two pairs, same architecture, the template and the rule breaker, standing next to each other so the contrast is impossible to miss. The question is, why does literature keep building this? This structure has a name in literary criticism: a foil. Not a simple opposite, but a character whose specific qualities make the person beside them more visible. Jane's deliberately charitable nature is most legible when Elizabeth, in the same scene, is being sharp. Elizabeth's sharpness is most legible when Jane is being patient. Neither quality registers as strongly without the other to define it against. Like a mirror placed at an angle, each character reveals what the other hides. And here is what both Austen and Mitchell understood. The template woman cannot be a straw man. Jane Bennet is genuinely good. Her refusal to think ill of people is a principled choice, and it costs her. She suffers Bingley's absence in silence rather than damage his reputation. Melanie Hamilton is genuinely good. Her forgiveness of Scarlett, her loyalty through everything, these are not performances. They are real. Both writers made the template woman worth admiring, because if she were simply weak, the foil wouldn't work. The whole point is that she represents something genuine, the moral center that holds when everything else is falling apart. Society loves women who hold everything together. It just doesn't always know what to do with women who refuse to hold themselves back. But the template woman cannot drive the plot. Jane does not push the plot forward through confrontation. Elizabeth does. Her refusal of Collins, her arguments with Darcy, her willingness to be wrong and admit it, these create the story. Without her friction, there is no plot. And here is the thing many societies find most unsettling about this. They don't distrust Elizabeth because she's rude. They distrust her because she demonstrates something much more uncomfortable, that the template is optional. A woman can refuse, she can argue, she can choose differently. And the world does not end. The same is true for Scarlett. Her flaws and her agency are the same thing. The selfishness that makes her difficult is the same quality that rebuilds Tara. Society distrusts her for exactly the same reason, and the story cannot exist without her for exactly the same reason. The template woman gives the story its conscience. The rule breaker gives it momentum. Neither works quite the same without the other. And here is what both novels refuse to do. let the rule breaker simply triumph. Elizabeth has to confront several moments where her confidence in her own judgment fails her. The letter from Darcy forces her to sit with the evidence until the story she'd been telling about herself no longer holds. Scarlett fails in ways that are profound and permanent. She gets what she fights for. She loses what she needed. Neither Austen nor Mitchell is saying the template woman is wrong, nor that the rule breaker is always right. What they are saying is this: one woman shows us the moral standard. The other shows us what it actually costs to act in the world. And both are necessary, not as opposites, but as two things that cannot function without each other. Maybe that's why literature keeps inventing these pairs. One woman shows us who society wants us to become. The other shows us who actually changes the world. And the tension between them, the admirable woman who holds the center and the difficult woman who moves history forward, is never fully resolved, in the novels or outside them. Maybe the uncomfortable truth is this: we don't fear difficult women because they are wrong. We fear them because they prove that goodness and obedience were never the same thing. Tell me in the comments, do you think literature has moved past this template? Or do we still build women in pairs? And which of the four women do you find most honest about what it actually costs to live in a world that wasn't designed for you? I'm Sana. This is Monica's Pie. The story's never just the story.